I told my wife her behavior might be considered psychologically abusive to our children. My 11-year-old son was at sleepaway camp for 2 weeks. My wife was irritated with him for not writing her a letter. When she saw him at pickup, one of the first things she said to him was that he didn't write her any letters. On the drive home she brought it up again and pointed out that she wrote him a letter and he didn't write back. Then when they got home he told her he made me a Father's Day gift and she said, "Well, I'm so glad you think of your father, but you can't write me a letter," and then stormed off. When I saw him that evening after work, for the first time in 2 weeks, he seemed dejected and not excited to see me. I asked him what was wrong and he said he didn't write any letters, and my wife chimed in that another mom got 5 letters from her son. My other 10-year-old son then said, "Mom, stop torturing him." Over 3 hours later that night, he came to me and said, "Mom is still mad at me about not writing a letter." It was because on the way home from another event, she pointed out a congratulations yard sign that she got for him a few weeks ago. Another slightly passive-aggressive maneuver to make him feel guilty. I let her know that her actions might be considered abusive. For further backstory, I have noticed a pattern of persistent expressions of dissatisfaction, minor criticism, passive-aggressive behavior, etc., and have told her it's not any individual thing she is doing, but the persistent nature of it that is causing problems. I feel like I will never be able to make her happy as a husband, and it leaves me with a sense of not being good enough. I worry that my children might feel similar feelings. She thinks I'm blowing this way out of proportion, but I think it might be covert narcissistic behavior. I'm not in any position to diagnose someone with a mental health disorder. But when I read the profile, it seems to fit very well. It feels like she will hold me or her children in contempt for a relatively minor transgression. And she does this very frequently. I am sincerely worried about the psychological impact on my children because I am feeling the psychological impact on myself.